One of the things that I don't enjoy doing is waking up early. I've never been a morning person for as long as I live. I always like sleeping in, and when I say sleeping in, not sleeping, into the afternoon or anything like that, but I like to wake up when my eyes open. I don't like to be awakened. And I remember when I was a kid, my mother specifically, she had a special way of waking me up. She would gently pull me by my ankles, and slowly as I slid out of the bed, I would wake up. And then I would just say, okay, I'm up. And I was thinking about the way that instead of alarm clock, she was the actual alarm clock of waking me up. She was the sign for me to wake up in the morning. And I was thinking about in the dating world and our quest for finding a romantic partner, a partner that we are planning to marry one day, how we ignore the signs. As much as I was fighting my mom's indications or her physical touch of actually pulling me out of the bed, I was still fighting to stay in the bed. How many times have we fought to stay in relationships that we knew weren't right for us? How many red flags did we actually ignore? Even if it's a little red flag. Oh, they just lied a little bit. It's okay. Oh, they disrespected me in public. They caused a scene. It's one of the things I really don't like, and that's creating scenes. I don't do scenes. I don't do scenes. But I've seen times, or I've had times where I compromised on that, and it ended up being catastrophic in the end. Do not, and I repeat, do not ignore the red flags. Eventually, the red flags are like when you're driving down the road, there's a red light. If you keep running a red light, you're going to get into a car accident. A car is going to come from the opposite direction in the intersection, and they're going to sideswipe you. It's the same thing in a relationship. You keep ignoring those red flags or those red lights, an accident is bound to happen. How many accidents are we going to get in our lives before we realize that red flags are there for a reason? It's time to wake up. It's time to put the accountability on ourselves. Point the finger back at ourselves and say, hey, it's time for me to recognize those red flags. Fight the urge. I know it's comfortable. I know it's easy to overlook those red flags. It's easy to compromise because we don't want to be alone. Let's be real. Who wants to be alone? No one wants to be alone. But we have to trust that God is going to send the right person for us, and the right person is not going to give those red flags. So let's sit back, let's wait. But in our waiting, let us be purposeful in what we're doing. It's important, and our future depends on it.